Central Florida honors the service and sacrifices of the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces with the 15th annual USO Benefit Ride. More than 1,000 motorcycles will roar through Central Florida from the Austin Tyndall Sports Complex in Kissimmee on Saturday, September 21st for the benefit of the Jacksonville USO Care Package program. If you ride a motorcycle, you can join us in thanking our service members. Register to ride or become a sponsor at usobenefitride.com.
Welcome.
Here we are.
Here we are. Now,
after the 4th of July, I had a blast. You?
I had a great time.
Hey, America's party.
So in case you're wondering, guys, this is Florida, so you never know when it's going to rain or not going to rain. So the guys had everything set up outside, then it started sprinkling, so we brought it inside, and then it stopped.
Me and John went to go have a drink. The next thing we know, they came in running. Cameras are getting wet.
A drink?
Well,
or a few drinks?
The next drink.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, listen, as you can see, Dad's not here today, right?
No, he's golfing or something, right?
So when Dad's not here, that's usually when I rag on him, okay? But I have to tone it down today. I know, he'll probably call, I'm sure. I got to tone it down today because normally I'd rag on you, Dad, but I know one of my sisters is visiting him.
Okay.
So she drove down from Toronto, which is odd to say down to Rochester. But she drove down to Toronto, so Joy's hanging out with my dad and Mom, and hopefully they're having a good time, so I won't rag on you because I know she's watching and I don't want to get in trouble.
As a matter of fact, I talked to him today, and he told me that they're complaining how hot and humid it is.
Yeah, can you imagine that? That's hilarious.
In Rochester.
That's hilarious. So we got a crazy show. I don't want to say crazy, but we got like an interview-packed show, right?
Yeah, we have a bunch of people to talk to.
We have a whole bunch of interviews, so that ought to be good. I don't even know if we've got any clips.
I think we have one clip, but
we'll see how that goes.
Today's an interview day.
It is. It is actually packed. And then we actually have a premiere of a segment, right?
Yes.
With Brittany. It's a no name.
I'm going to ask for people to...
She's not here.
We're gonna.
Brittany's here.
Later on, we'll see what happens. But if she does show up, we're gonna ask people to call in, email us.
Well, it doesn't matter because we'll still bring Brittany out and she can talk about the things she's gonna do and how we're gonna come up with a name. And Dad's got nothing to do with it, right? I'm sure he'll be calling any second. So, all right,
we won't answer if it says Hank.
All right. Well, listen, we got a bunch of interviews. We got T.J. Chapman from the T.J. Chapman Show, right? And awesome. He was out there. He talks with the coaches and players
on
Mondays. It's 8 o'clock. IT John was out there, right, streaming it. So great job, IT. As I told TJ, you didn't screw it up, so that's a good thing. Of course, you've never screwed up a show yet, so that's good. And then we'll show a clip. We do have one clip, right? The halftime clip that we're going to do.
Halftime of the Predators game.
Predators game with Patriot Pup on there, and us attempting again to give away $20,000 towards bike.
At the Predators game, yep.
Yeah, we're going to have to, I don't know, man. We might have to bring Brittany out there to kick, so we want to get somebody in there, so. And
we
then,
can't let Pat pick anybody. They don't even touch the ball.
Yeah. No, Pat's guys kicking out into the crowd. We call them leftsies and rightsies. They just go wherever, man. And then we've got one of the owners, right?
Yep.
We got Nate Starling,
Nate
right?
Is going to be here.
Nate's here, and he's with Starling and Son Automotive. And he's a great guy. So he's going to tell us about about the Predators, how he got involved, and then I felt bad because I saw him in a sling on Friday night. But yep, there it is.
Oh,
just
there
like clockwork.
Hey, look,
Dad's
it's
calling to wine.
Not answering.
Just for the record, you saw that was crazy, John. I didn't touch it.
Not answering.
I didn't touch it.
We got a show going on.
That's right. We'll call through at halftime. We'll let you know how that goes. So
he kills me.
see, my phone was vibrating, but I just thought he's butt dialing me because you never know. All right, so then and then hopefully we have Mitch here he's the GM over at Sanford Kennel Club, right?
Yes, he's gonna come and talk.
Yep. So hopefully, with this weather and things
We
going
got-
on and I-4 traffic, we'll see who makes it, who doesn't.
Closures, turns, a lot of stuff going on.
And then we got a very unique motorcycle out there, don't we?
I tell you what, when we show you this motorcycle, you really, really, really have to look
Here,
at it.
it's Dad.
Yeah.
You want to do your magic?
Yeah. Goodbye. All right.
I didn't do it.
So,
I didn't do
the
it.
motorcycle outside,
Yeah.
it is amazing. He did it in a year. I don't know if anybody here got to go out and look at it. I know you did. You filmed it. But I was walking around, and I'm like, just so much detail on crazy stuff.
It's just so articulate and the things
When
that
you
he did.
see it, like, it's crazy stuff.
So listen, man, I don't want to get my inheritance and my whole $50 cut out. So, Dad, go ahead, call back. I'll answer the phone. I'll let you say your piece, and then we're gonna get into the show because I need that $50. All right. So go ahead.
Because he don't want to
Oh,
see
now he's calling crazy.
IP John.
Calling IT John.
Yeah.
Just call, give me a call, and then we'll let you talk. See, he can't miss a show,
Oh,
right?
God.
Gonna drive us nuts. So
And
you got 30
maybe-
seconds to
and
call.
then that's about it. Maybe
That is
Mark,
about it.
If Mark shows up, where he's
Yep.
got a little internet.
Yep, I got a feeling-
Autism.
I got a feeling that
The
Mark
rain.
thought it was raining, or it might be raining up in the area where he is in Apopka. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we got IT. So Dad's talking IT
Yeah,
now, so we can't even get the show going.
interrupting.
All right.
All right.
So
We're
you
gonna
ready? All right. So we're gonna bring TJ out. So hold on. We're gonna bring him right out here and talk about his show.
TJ, come on.
I gotta have me a Kavasi up here first.
You know
But-
what?
but you know
I'm
what?
sorry your drink's not there. It's Hank's. It's my dad's night to buy, and he left town.
Oh, okay.
So
All
he
right.
owes
So,
you a drink.
Yeah, he do.
We'll
When-
make sure
when
that
he-
that
when
gets
he get
taken
back
care
in
of.
town.
And for some reason, our waitress that always is in here
Yeah.
isn't here today.
Which I think I
don't
just
get
saw
it.
Brittany
She's
going
here,
to check
but
on.
she ain't coming in here. I don't get it.
Man.
Did somebody not pay their bill last time?
I know that wasn't you because
By
you
the way,
paid
what do you drink?
everybody's.
Kavasi,
Cavassier.
dog.
I thought that
Check
was
it
a hot
out.
dog.
Uh-oh, that's a hint. That's a hint. That's a hint right there.
TJ, so
All right.
listen, thank you for letting us come out and IT out there to stream it live. Your show, it was Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
And, first of all, we appreciate that.
I
So
appreciate you
thanks.
guys coming out, man.
And it was very cool to watch it and to get it in tune to what you do. So tell us a little bit how you got into it.
All right, well, for those who don't know, once again, I'm TJ Chapman, host of the TJ Chapman Show. And one of the catchphrases that people know me by is, what's happening, family?
What's happening?
There you go.
And so I originally got started, maybe about 10, 11 years ago, but it just wasn't my time. I've always had a knack of just talking, running my mouth, and, like, you always just run your mouth and always, whatever. So, going
You'd
through,
get along good with my dad.
so going through life, I ended up, going through some things, different changes, and it was just the right time and opportunity.
That's what it's about.
So an opportunity presented itself back in November of 2017, and I launched the first episode of the TJ Chapman Show, and ever since then, the best has always been coming.
Yeah.
And the show mainly is about sex, love, and relationships, and I'm sure you guys can kind of relate to it. I'm sure you guys.
You lost me at sex.
Uh-oh.
Or was that it? Because I'll tune
Now,
in
what about
tomorrow.
you? I'm sure. But basically, I mean, we have topics that relate to a lot of people who tend to go through different things. I don't talk about things that I haven't gone through personally myself. I'm not this hypocrite that's going to be like, think I'm, God Almighty, I know everything, and haven't gone through it. So a lot of the things that I talk about on my show, I've actually gone through it. And
That's awesome.
and it's not too awesome because it was a downtime in my life sometimes.
But the fact that you can air that out and help people.
But it's experience
And you
to
can
get
help
off that you
people
can
out.
overcome from it and
Make
learn
you
from
better.
it and make you a better man. And you don't have to be a certain age for you to finally click it, to be like, you know what, that's my defining moment, I'm done.
Well, the other side of that is people watching it realize I'm not the only one going through it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So that helps too. It's got to be therapeutic in that way as well.
Exactly. And not just about, sex, love, and relationship, but also do a lot of awareness, from breast cancer, suicide prevention,
Nice.
Depression, mental health. So, I mean, a lot of these things are very important for the simple fact that people only want to deal with it when it's that particular month. Whether it's, mental health month
Right.
or kidney disease month or, breast cancer month.
But it's going on 12 months a year.
And it's going on 12 months, especially domestic violence.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen during that month. So I try to bring awareness to the show, let people know. And as a matter of fact, at the end of this month, we're actually going to have Michelle Wiggins come on. She's a motivational speaker, along with someone from DCF that's going to come on as well.
Oh, wow.
And we're actually going to talk about a very touchy situation, and it's going to be on rape. On different aspects. People talk about, women being raped, but men be raped also. But there's no statistics because we as men have an ego. I'm not finna say I got raped by somebody. No. So I feel that this platform is going to allow those guys to actually, hey, you know what? My life matter too. But those are just some of the topics, the awareness shows that I bring to my show.
Well, that's great. And it's good to hear that you hit all these great topics, and especially just like you said, these certain events, they happen 365 days a year. It's
Absolutely.
not just the month or the week that it's dictated to. But now I'm going to take you a 160-degree turn, and we're going to see how you got, because we've got a theme going on tonight with the Predators here. So I'm going to see how you got involved with the Predators, and what your feelings been through. Is this the first season you've done that?
Yes, actually it has. The owner, Kenny McIntyre, he actually was my coach.
Oh, okay.
I played defensive back for the Orlando Rage back in the day.
Oh, wow.
And,
There you go.
And so, he came on and, he developed me to become an even better player as a DB, but most importantly as a coach as well. He instilled a lot of things into me, along with, my head coach right now, Ron Scaletta, who's now the head coach for the Orlando Phantoms, which I'm also part of the Orlando Phantoms. And coming off of a player, I've won 4 championships as a player, and now as a coach, I have back-to-back championships as a coach now.
Wow, that's fantastic. Good for you.
And so Kenny approached me one day. He was like, I know what you like to do. You had me on your show. How about hosting Chalk Talk? And starting it up, and I have the head coach come out to you guys, and you just, no holds bar, let's just talk about it, whether it's good or bad.
I saw you that. You weren't holding back. You
No.
had him answering questions. And that's, he's a coach himself and a former coach, so he's the same way you are. He's good and bad. It goes both ways, doesn't it?
28 years, Coach.
Absolutely. And so, and also, another, big shout out to, Michael Torres, call him Coach T. He has the Phantoms in the right direction, and we're actually going to do a three-peat. We're actually in process of doing a three-peat. So that's pretty much how I got started with the Predators, and a lot of players came from the Phantoms organization.
Yeah.
So a lot of those guys have contributed a lot to the Predators organization, and I'm just thankful to be here.
No, that's great. Now, so a lot of players transitioned over to the Predators. We're not gonna lie, it's been a tough season, but they got in at a late start. Right?
But that's not an excuse, they say.
And they own up to that, so that's great.
Absolutely.
But it's just great to have them back, I think. But how did you feel? you know, because this was the first time I think that you streamed your show, wasn't it?
Yes, very first
So
time.
how'd that feel?
Man, it felt like a dream come true in a sense, because it's like if we're going to do a professional show, then I feel that it's necessary to have, you know, a professional look. Not to, you know, discredit, you know, Facebook Live and all this other stuff, which is good for, you know, real action time. But when you're doing a production, it just takes it to a whole new elevation, you know, and level. So
The next level.
And too bad you didn't have a professional crew out there.
Man, John was professional.
John is professional.
Yes.
We got all the,
and the rest of the crew, Mike and
just so everybody knows, all the professionals are on that side of the camera. You want screw ups, we're on this side of the camera. So I'm just, everybody out there knows.
So
how
not
much we
getting
run
off
down.
the predator thing, but so
Yes.
if you're dating
Okay.
and you have sex, does that mean you're?
Oh, come on.
Does that make you a better player?
Tell me the answer,
Well,
because
I mean-
I was checking it out.
Well, one thing I've understand, having sex before a game is a no-no sometimes, because it releases energy. It releases your you know, your potents and your enzymes and but yeah, anyway, next question.
We might have a whole new segment to this show. John says he's got plenty of enzymes, so
Shit.
John's okay with that. He said,
Oh,
because
man.
Sex, football, anything. I'm good.
he's ADHD. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He don't stop, man. So he can, you know, I
You know
think he
that
can have it
5-hour
like.
energy drink? They suck it out of my veins.
Oh man, wow. Not it's good. It's always good after the game.
Always good.
After the
Yeah.
game, once you win, you can go to the 50-yard line.
Listen, I'm married. I say it's good whenever you can get it, but you guys go with whatever you want to go with.
Yes, yes.
All right, guys. Well, we're drifting here. So
Well, hey, I appreciate it. Hey, tell them where they can watch your show.
Oh, absolutely. Tuesday night, 8 p.m.
8 o'clock, right?
Yeah, on Culture Radio Network. Download the app. You can watch our shows live. You can also listen to our shows on demand on the culturalplay.com/the TJ Chapman Show. Make sure you follow T
right there on the screen.
M A N when they see it right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, see it right there. They're seeing that.
Just take off
They're
the
seeing that.
just take off the junior
Yep.
and add on the in the beginning and show at the end, and boom, you'll find us just like
That's a
that.
jigsaw puzzle,
That's
man.
it. That's it. Just like
All right. Well, we're kind of leading them in the right direction.
oh no, that's
So-
you know.
Listen, so we feel bad that Dad wasn't here to buy your drink, so we'll get you a drink,
Oh, man.
and you can enjoy it over there. And, oh, there's April right there.
April,
come here,
buy
April.
him a drink when he gets
April,
off the
get
show,
over
will
here.
you?
Come
Get
here,
whatever he
April.
wants. Here, we got you. Whatever you
Yeah,
want,
we got
Joe.
you. Come on over here,
Appreciate you
right?
guys.
We got you.
Well, here's our hostess
God,
with
tell
the
her what you
mostest
want.
right here. Okay.
Absolutely.
So tell April what you need.
I just need a cognac, Cavassier.
Hennessy?
Oh, Hennessy just as good.
All right,
That's
straight
that-
up.
Told you she was a pro.
With a couple of Q's in there.
Couple Q's.
Couple of Q's in there.
Is that 3?
I'll say 3.
Okay.
See, because this show, we drink. We have a good time.
Thanks,
We
April.
enjoy it. We talk about
Nate.
what we do.
Everybody,
Hey,
who needs what? What do you need?
Uh-oh.
You're
There it
good?
is,
You
just
don't
like
need a
that.
drink?
Nick's good.
Okay. All right.
all right. Well,
All right, well, TJ, so there you go. See, so don't say we left you empty-handed,
Yeah.
man.
Hey.
See, there you go.
I
thank
appreciate
you
you
for
guys
coming
having me
on. Thank you for what you do.
Make sure you guys tune
Hey,
in.
watch your show.
Make sure you guys tune in Tuesday night, Culture Radio Network, the TJ Chapman Show. Keep it locked. The
There you
best.
There
is
you
yet
go.
to come.
Wait, you gotta give me your catchphrase.
All right.
Your catchphrase.
Oh, what's happening, family? That's
All right,
the intro.
there you go. There you go. And I'm tuning in for the sex. I'm just saying. All right, everybody, stay tuned. We got Nate coming in here, so we'll be right back.
20 grand tonight.
That's it. Let's do it. All right, everybody, how you doing tonight? I don't hear you. How you doing tonight? That's a little better. I'm Shawn with Psycho Fever TV. This is Crazy John. We've got the Patriot Pup with us. We got our helpers. We got Jeff out there, Steven and Mike, and Big Mike over there. So listen, what we're doing is we are trying to give away $20,000 towards a motorcycle. How's that sound? How's that sound? All right. Well, everybody, real quick, I want to tell you about Patriot Pup down there. Patriot Pup was created by Elisa Camera. I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about the Patriot Pup.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming out tonight for Military Appreciation Night. For all the veterans, active duty military, thank you so much for your service. I've written a book in honor of my brother. He was a United States Marine that was killed in the Beirut bombing in 1983. 241 were killed that day. I now write children's books called Patriot Pup. You can go to patriotpup.us. Please support our heroes by purchasing Patriot Pup. We have some puppies that we're throwing out in the audience, and we appreciate your support, and thank you again. We live in a great country, and we're happy to be here with the Predators and Cycle Fever.
How about a hand for Elisa, everybody? All right, so here we go. We've got Jeffrey Red. Jeffrey is representing the Coast Guard, everybody. And we've got Lester Wilson. He's representing both the Navy and the Army, and he has a son playing on the team. All right, Crazy John, flip that coin. All right. We got Jeffrey. All right. Let's hear it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right, man. All right, Lester. Come on, everybody. Let's go. Let's hear it. All right. Still better than I could do. All right. They're going to get $25 gift cards from the Ace Cafe. Thank you, guys. I'm Shawn, Crazy John with Cycle Fever TV. You can catch us streaming live on all Instagram, Twitter, all the social media. We want to thank all the veterans. Thank you guys very much. Have a great evening. Have fun.
Hey, everybody. Hey, John, we had another halftime show that we didn't screw up.
That was awesome. Well, I hope somebody someday wins $20,000. I mean, that's what we're trying to do at the Predators game.
Yeah, and that was
you know?
Military Appreciation Night, right? So that was a great time. So those of you that weren't there, it was great that they did that in honor of the military. Everybody was there. Now we've got a couple of people here. Everybody knows Pat, right? Pat comes out here, hangs out with Lo Bianco.
I
right?
get it. Yeah, I get as much airtime as I possibly can.
That's right. That's right. So, and then we got Nate Starling here. Nate, you're one of the owners of the Predators.
Yes, sir, I am.
Yep, and not only that, you own a company, Starling & Son Automotive.
Starling & Sons Automotive, we do a bunch of custom hot rods. You name it, we do it. As a matter of fact, we're doing a couple bikes right now for Sturgis, trying to get them done for next week.
We want to see that. You gotta
So,
show us some pictures of that. That'll
We'll
be
definitely
great.
get you some.
Well, you know, it was great because before the game, you were out there with a veteran that was here, and that you guys also had a surprise, right? A gentleman, you know, came in from the Marines and surprised his family. I thought that was really cool.
Actually, that was my nephew.
Oh, really?
We had a few soldiers that were actually coming home.
Yeah.
They got locked down a little bit. They weren't able to be released. So my daughter was actually able to come in. She's a sergeant in the Army, and then my nephew is also in the Marine Corps. So I was able and blessed to be able to get them guys to come out.
That was fantastic.
We were trying to get more of a crowd out to surprise, their parents and stuff. But you know how the government goes sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard to get that stuff turned loose.
Yeah.
But we were still blessed to pull off what we were able to pull off. I mean, everything we're doing right now, we're trying to do for the vets. We're trying to do for a lot of our Make-A-Wish Foundation stuff. I mean, that's where our heart lies, right now, within this Predator organization. So
we all actually talk about that all the time because you guys always have something going on. You guys are always pushing for charities. Every time you're talking about that, Pat comes out here. Pat was talking about the different charities and different events, and that's what's so cool about it. The Predators, you guys are putting yourself out there to really show it's a community team, right? I mean, there's always community events going on. There's always great stuff happening. It's a blast.
And everybody
right?
has a great time at the game, with the everything. I mean, it's just a fun family atmosphere. Not just for adults. You need to bring the kids there. Everybody has a great time. After the game, they get autographs. They can go down to the field.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, if you've never been there, you got to go. You got to try it out.
I'm going to tell you what. Special. This week, we have some of the best dancers out there. I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. Their personalities and just the way they are with the crowd.
Yep.
I mean, how many players at the end of the game do you see go out there and play Duck, Duck, Goose with the kids out in the crowd?
Yep.
I mean,
crazy.
We had that going
awesome.
on this weekend. So we are blessed to have an organization that we have. Kenny McIntyre has been one heck of a partner. He brought me on as a partner. I've been blessed to even be a part of this organization. I mean, I started back in '91 as a season ticket holder, so I've been a season ticket holder pretty much all my life.
Yeah.
Until they went to the college stadium. So, I mean, just to be able to bring this back, I know we've struggled this year, and we've had a lot of fans that, you know, come out and they've supported us. And I really want them to know that there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad that you see on social media.
But
it's
it's getting better
but
and better and better.
Exactly, and I do want them to know that even the bad, we take that to heart and we try to make it better.
Yep.
We don't
Yeah.
just overlook it
Yep.
and just blow it off. We're doing this to build it. We want it to get back, and it's gonna take a little while after the way everything's went. But it's gonna take us a little while to get back to the old Predator days where we were filled up to the stands and it was nothing but a party. That's what we are trying to do now, is bring it back to that status.
You guys have some loyal fans, I can tell you that, because we met 2 of them
In a bar.
in a bar. That's kind of weird, but in a
We had
bar.
'em on the show.
And I'm telling you
And
what,
They were like you.
talk
They were
about,
original season ticket holders.
talk about from the heart.
Yeah.
Woo.
I mean,
It's amazing.
Orlando has some of the best fans that honestly that you could find. I mean, they are dedicated. The people that come out there are die-hard Predator fans. And even though there's been a lot of negativity, there's a lot of good going
Yeah.
on, and we're building
Yeah.
from.
It's
we're
coming.
building from
It's
it.
coming.
You know, Rome wasn't building in a day.
No,
so
no.
just, I mean, stay patient with us.
Sometimes
We're
you
gonna
gotta
be
walk
filling
before
the
you
stands.
run.
Well, exactly.
And then you got great ambassadors like Pat and his wife, right?
Oh.
I mean, they're fantastic. Pat, you've been with us since the get-go, and we appreciate
Yeah.
that, coming on the show and telling us everything's going on. So, you know, Pat's been fantastic. Mary's out there, always tickets and stuff going on, so yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we have another home game the 19th, right? July 19th.
Yep.
And what day? That's
That's a Friday night, 7:30.
Christmas in July.
Christmas in July, baby, that's
So,
right.
Christmas in July, hey, come on out, see a game, July 19th. Come down, wear a Santa outfit, put on your Santa hat, do something. Have a good time.
And what we're asking on that night, our Christmas night there, what we're asking, Mr. McIntyre, Kenny, what he come up with the other night, because we were gonna try to change the themes, and we're like, no, we're gonna leave it at the Christmas theme. But we want the community to bring in school supplies.
Great.
We want, you know, the
Great.
hand wipe, the sanitizers, we want
The
the pens,
glue,
the pencils,
the pencils, the
you know,
bags.
to help out so we can get back to the community. You know what, that's all part of giving. That's what Christmas is about. School's getting
Absolutely.
ready to come up. This is what we want to do. So, I mean, it was an excellent idea. We're going to do that. As far as Patrick here, you know, I tell you what, he's been like my right-hand man. Stranger does not apply in his vocabulary.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
No.
He gets out there and I mean, just like that. I mean, he's right up there in your
Yep, he's
face.
getting it done.
And he's your friend at the end of the moment. So we're blessed to have Pat, you know, working alongside of us too. So.
Yeah, no.
So, hey, I challenge the biker people to donate. If you can't make the game, give us bags of stuff. We'll
take
bring
it.
it in.
Yep.
Absolutely,
If you can't
yeah.
make a game, we want to bring Santa Claus, bring a backpack, something of all the stuff, so we can bring it in.
Pat says he has 2 pencil sharpeners.
I've got 3.
3?
Yeah, yeah.
But you gonna part with all 3 of them?
Well, no,
And me and
2.
Shawn are actually gonna drive one of the dancers in this week.
Yeah, thank you.
On the
That's
19th.
the
On
great
the
part of our
19th. We
job.
did
You
We
know what?
enjoy
If I
it.
can
We
get my
get-
clutch hand back,
That's what I'm doing.
I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to be out there on the field
We would
along with
love
my
it.
sons
We would
and
love
the
it.
other
We
guys.
would
so
love it.
I
Awesome.
will be out there.
We would love it because I told John, I go, I don't know, man. I don't want to put the weight if the bike starts going a little bit with my shoulder. And then I said the 19th, hell or high water, I'm coming out there because John and I haven't ridden in together yet.
No, we haven't.
And he's
We
got
haven't.
that brand new bike that it's beauty. It's a
I like
beauty.
my new Indian.
Yeah, Indian Chieftain.
So then,
man.
if
2019
Oh, yeah.
Chieftain.
you're
Dark
riding
horse.
us, you're riding us out there, and if you need any help, you know, at the halftime show, you know, I'd be more than happy to help you guys out.
And by the way,
Gotcha.
come out. We're giving away $20,000 if you can punt the ball. Now we haven't picked very good people to get it close, but hey,
They've been
you
great
can punt.
sports,
Come out
though.
there. We have a good time. You get $25 anyway. You get a $25
Gift card here to the Ace
to the
Cafe.
Ace Cafe.
So
And I'll tell you what, Psycho Fever will give you $100 if you just hit the freaking basket.
yeah.
I don't
Listen,
care on a bounce, a roll,
was-
or whatever.
I was
I'll
waiting for
throw you
John.
in another $100.
I was waiting for Crazy
I mean,
John.
I want you to come out to the game and have a good time.
I was waiting for Crazy John to put a line, a circle, right? Just if you got it close to the card, he was going to give you money. So, yeah, we got to watch Crazy John out there with those. He'll be changing the rules on us.
Almost like horseshoes or bocce
Yeah,
balls,
exactly.
something like that. You know, the closest to the.
That's a good one.
Hey, there you go.
I've seen every single halftime show, and you think it's a 35-yard punt. It's no problem. I can do this. Yeah, right. It's a lot harder than what you think.
Yeah.
You get these
Especially
people
when
that
you
go
have
like,
everybody watching you.
I was
you know
a
what I
punter
mean?
in high school. Guess what, baby? You're not in high school anymore.
I think we
Let's
need to get him
real.
out here at the next game just so we have a good laugh.
Yeah, you know what? We
anything,
should pick Pat out there.
just to bring him out. You
Yeah.
don't get the win, but we want to see how close he can
Hey,
get.
and the fans like it because the balls are signed. They go into the audience. They get to keep the ball.
Yes.
It's a fun thing for everybody. So come on down, check it out.
So, yeah, so listen.
July 19th.
And again, that's a great idea that you and Kenny have to bring school supplies in. So everybody out there, if you can bring them, drop them off. Even if you can't make it to the game, get them to us, whether you leave them here for us or Big Mike, what time we leaving? We leave here. We meet at the Ace on the bikes and head over. What time we head now?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. So you can meet us here at 5 o'clock, and we're more than happy to bring it out there. But it's another great cause that you guys are doing, like all the things. And again, Predators are about community, just like the Bikers are about community. It's all the same thing. Nate, I'm going to put you on the hot seat.
Go ahead.
Because Kenny's not here.
Go ahead.
No, it's not really going to do that. Not because I don't.
That's fine.
I wouldn't do that because I really want to ride in. But no, so listen. In all honesty, it was a short season jumping into this season. You guys did it. I know people say don't use it as an excuse, and that's great. But in all honesty, you guys really did just catch the tail end of this.
We jumped into it hot and heavy. I mean, Kenny, with him being Kenny's name holds volume just to begin with. So for us just to come in and jump in like we did, I think we're not winning the games that we want to win right now. We didn't have a chance to build a team. We're not using that as an excuse, but we are trying to build this up.
You're creating it.
We're creating it, and we're building it up from the ground up. We're getting us a good, solid foundation. And I mean, I am looking forward to next year where we have, after the end of this month, we actually have time to start working on building our organization to try, get it back to the way it used to be. I mean, it was a party, and that's what we want to bring back to Orlando. We want to bring the party back to Orlando. We want to get everybody on their edge of the seats.
Yep.
And here's another thing about the Predators. You know, people remember how it was, right? But it doesn't happen in a day. You know what I mean? There's teams out there for years that are building and hoping someday they can be like the Predators were.
Even back in the day, if you remember, the Predators were still dysfunctional back in the day, and then came back and they just kicked butt.
Yeah.
And
it was
I want to be honest. I think back in the day they were pulling in more than Orlando Magic.
Honestly, they were.
And that's the truth.
On the
Lot
bear
more
sales, we
in
were
the
like
seats.
3 times more bear
That's
sales
the
than the
truth.
Orlando Magic was. I mean, the place was wild.
And
It was a giant party.
And
We had
and
it.
here's
The
another
Amway
thing.
sold
I
out.
don't think the advertising this year because the Predators are back yet. You
Yeah,
know,
we heard
but
that
they
a lot.
are back.
Yeah.
And next year, I'm telling you, you need to get to these games because they're gonna surprise you.
And I'm excited for you guys to have a full off season, to really
get ready.
start fresh and get it, things where you have more time to strategize on what you're going to do.
Exactly.
So I think that'll be exciting. But again, no matter what happens, it's a blast.
Yeah,
right?
we
At
have
least that's
fun.
what Pat says.
Hey, I have fun. I have a blast there. Like, you need to go. I tell everybody in Volusia County, I go, you got to go over there, man. You have a blast.
It's a different
It's fun.
atmosphere. It really is a different atmosphere.
It's
I mean,
fun.
Crazy John says the first half is great. I don't really remember the second half, but the first half is a blast.
Well, I was going to say,
The
that's
only
why your
quarter
beer
I don't
sales
like
are
is
up.
the fourth quarter because they cut me off.
Which they did cut us off.
But it won't be the first time.
Or the last time, John.
If you haven't got your tickets yet for this next game, which is Friday night, July 19th, call 407-519-9727. It's 407-519-9727. As for Mary Beth or Dan, they'll take care of you. They'll get you in the seats. Also, we have our website. You practiced. OrlandoPretorsFootball.com. That's OrlandoPretorsFootball.com. Look us up. You can get your tickets online that way as well.
Awesome.
See, smack him in the head.
Come
You
out.
thought I was going to
July
put you on the
19th.
hook right there. See that?
But
Look at that.
All kidding aside, I want to thank you guys. Each and every one of your team here has been awesome from day one. We appreciate y'all's support. You're getting our name out there. I mean,
Hey, we're enjoying
you're
it.
getting our name out there right now also. I mean, all of you guys, the guys that you bring in to write in the
dancers, yeah.
and stuff. I almost got smacked on that one.
Laura will be charging through that door. Laura will be dead.
It was funny. We had an issue. I always called them cheerleaders, and Laura, if she's watching, she is going to smack the devil out of me when she sees me. She goes,
But you caught yourself, so
but I
it's
caught
all
myself.
good.
They are professional dancers. I swear
They are. They're
They're the
fantastic.
best in the league. I've been up and down the coast, and I mean, she has done a wonderful job with these girls, and we're blessed to have them and their personalities on the
has.
field.
She's
I love all the
been
stuff
great to
you guys-
work with, as all the girls have. The girls have been
Yes.
professional. I mean,
All the way.
they've been great from the get-go.
And I love all the stuff you guys do with the kids at halftime and stuff, and then the girls take pictures with them and everything, even at the end.
Exactly. And if there's somebody out there, and seriously, I'm throwing this out there, if there's somebody out there, like any special need kids or kids with cancer, like Make-A-Wish Foundation and stuff, I mean, get a hold of me. I mean, I'm easy to get a hold of. That's where my passion lies, is with these kids. And if as long as I'm on this platform, and as long as Kenny
And can
keeps me
do
around,
help.
you know, I'm going to do this, because that's where our heart's at, is for our vets and for these kids, for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
That's what we
To
love.
give them some hope.
That's
So,
what we love around here. So if you can't get a hold of Nate, get a hold of us. We'll get a hold of Nate for you. And, you know, like you just said, if you got an organization and he's going to get you tickets and get you in there, what a better time than that. That couldn't be any more fun.
that's what it's about. We have to give back to the community. Community gives us so much. You know, we give back to the community. It's a big circle, you know?
Now, I want to say what a trooper Nate is, because when I saw him at the game Friday night, he was in a sling. And I thought, oh, he's like me, must have had shoulder surgery. No, he had his whole elbow messed up. So he's right here, and I'm going to bump him, right? So I said to him, he goes, nope, I took it off, and I'm just not lifting anything more than a drink. So I said,
Hey,
better
but
make sure it's not a double. He can lift a single.
he had to do that one.
And I go, don't make it more than a double. And he goes, I think this is a triple. So you're a trooper, man. Way to go.
The way I was raised, military, growing up on a farm, get it done.
There you go.
That's the way I was raised.
Hey, old
That's what
school,
we're gonna do.
baby.
That's what we're gonna do with the
Thank
Predators.
you.
We're gonna man up, take the good with the bad. We're gonna build this from the ground up. We're gonna make Orlando proud of us.
That's it.
Awesome.
And that's what
And
we're
thank
gonna
you
So you
for
were in the
your
service.
service.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
I
Hey,
I
and
have
your
family.
family.
I was not. My
All
family,
your family.
Thank you.
Everybody
Yep.
that
You
you
had them out there,
mentioned
they were
that's
great.
in the service, we love service.
Yep.
We
No,
love it, love it, love it.
Most folks don't understand what most families go through with their
Yes.
loved ones in the service. And I tell you what, my heart goes out to each and every one of them out there, because the sacrifices these people are given, and the sacrifices the family are given
Yes.
alone, with their
It-
loved ones being gone.
it's not always just the soldier.
I cannot stand here and just explain it. I mean, I can't do
No.
it. I mean, it
but-
gets deep.
We can't.
Hey,
It's
I know I mentioned it many of times, but my father was in World War II. That's how he met my mother, who was a nurse, and my dad got the Silver Star. It's like a story
Yeah.
in our family. Like military to me is everything.
nothing. Yeah,
It's everything.
military, first responders, and
It's
these
hard.
are all the ones that you guys
It's
deal
hard
with
to
too.
me.
Yeah. So again,
But
as
I
we always do,
appreciate it.
thank all of you. Yeah, we
Exactly.
thank all
From
of
the
you.
heart, from the
Absolutely.
bottom of our heart, to all the families and everything. And I mean, we are blessed. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing
No,
what we're doing.
No, we wouldn't.
I mean, that's why we're here.
We wouldn't be making jackasses of ourselves right here if that was the case.
And
But-
for me to even be up here talking right now, as loose as I am right now, that's a miracle in itself.
We're loving it.
Because that's not me.
So so just so you know, Pat's like, maybe we should put him on at the end so he loosens up. I'm like,
So Pat say, man, you know, he's stealing the show here. You
That's
know,
it,
what's
that's
going
it.
on? You know,
Pat who? What Pat who? I don't know. I would never do
Well,
that.
you know, it's funny. Most people they don't want to get on the camera and talk until they see our show and they'll go, "Shit, we can do that."
Yeah, we did that. Listen, I can't screw that up. What the hell? I can say whatever the hell I want.
the only thing that went wrong tonight is I didn't come up dressed up like TJ Chapman. I mean,
I know.
I would have came in here all slicked out. You know?
TJ elevated us a little bit. There.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
not
even think
here.
he's here, you know? So I'm like,
He took his drink and ran.
He's no dumb. He's like, I don't want to be associated with those guys. I'm gonna get out of here. But but again, I only caught one part of his show. All right.
So now what? We got James coming on.
We do have James coming on, but, you know, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, you know, thank you for you and Kenny, you know, giving us all the privilege of going out there and hanging out with you guys and being part of this whole Predator organization and, you know, getting to do what we get to do and talk about it. And again, for you coming out. And Pat, thank you for, you know, the introduction and you being here all the time and all the things you do with us and the claw you brought out. And
I think Pat should
so we
get
really
the
love it, man.
Predator
So,
award.
so I just want to thank you. Thank you.
And regardless, you know, whether it's, you know, Kenny and myself, without you guys, without our players, without our fans, we're nothing. I mean, let's face it, we're nothing without them.
No,
So,
they-
I mean,
they've
we
been
all
fantastic.
are one big family.
That's true. It's
The
exactly
whole
how it is.
NAL organization is one big family.
It
So,
is.
at the end of the day, we get out there, we bump heads, but at the end of the game, we're out there shaking hands, we're still
Yep.
family when we go on about our business. That's what we do.
One last question.
Shoot.
Am I allowed to ask about the merger? Did the merger happen yet?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
So I'm going to say no, crazy.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
It's a fair question.
It wasn't-
We are working on trying to bring on some expansion teams, so we are, hopefully, maybe next year, hopefully.
But
But I don't know if I get in trouble for saying this.
No.
We'd like to try to get Tampa back to get the Warren I-4 back.
No,
'Cause
that'd be nice.
that's what we
I
would
heard
love.
maybe
That'd be
10.
nice.
Okay,
So-
awesome.
And hopefully, you know, hopefully we're allowed to hang out with you guys again next year
Yeah.
because we really had a
We'd
blast.
like to be
We really
there.
enjoyed it. So thank you. Thank you very
Thanks
much.
again.
Thank you guys
Thanks,
very much.
Pat.
All right, so
All
now
right.
you can go finish your drink, man.
All right, go
Another
finish.
one.
James!
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. All right.
All right,
guys.
well, we're gonna go to this video of a bike that is crazy. It's just crazy. But you gotta watch it. You gotta look at it in
Pretty
detail.
good.
Run the video and we're gonna talk
wait,
about
wait.
it.
For Crazy John to say something's crazy, I'm just saying. All right, it takes a lot for Crazy John.
Yeah,
to
it
call
does.
something out.
But like
Call
when
something
I
out
was
crazy.
walking around and looking at it, like I seriously spent at least 15 minutes. Like,
So, yeah,
show the bike and we'll talk about it.
Yep. So you were right. That was crazy, John.
All right, so
we're gonna blame it on Nate. He did something when he went off
this is gonna
set.
be a little tough because this one you can't explain without seeing.
Yeah, you know what? So IT will see if he can pull it up. But this is James Shaw. It's his bike, and hopefully we can get it up there to show you. If not, we'll put it up. Actually, I took a picture of it, so it was on our Instagram and in our social media. But it doesn't do it justice.
No,
because it's
yeah,
standing back.
I mean, there's so many different, just little tiny things
Details that's
you
crazy.
have to really look at it. You're selling the bike for how much?
$5,000.
$5,000. How can they get in touch with you to purchase the bike?
My phone number is 863-978-8338.
Great, John, put it right there on the screen. So if you want to buy a bike that you can't see, call that number.
Wait, I promise you, after the show, if we can't show you,
We'll put it
during
up
the
there.
show,
We're gonna-
put
we're
it
gonna-
up. But listen, so tell us a couple things that are on the bike.
Well,
Like,
wait, before you even go there, John, before you even
What
go
kind of
what's,
bike?
what's on the bike, all right? You got, because you surprised the hell out of me when you said what the bike started out as.
Yeah.
So go ahead, tell us, you know, what the bike started out as and how it evolved to where it is now.
It's basically when I got it, it had 1,000 miles. It's a 2002 Honda Rebel 250cc.
250.
And at first I just wanted it to look old, so I came across a Fat Boy tank and put it on there, and then from there it just kind of snowballed, you know, over a little bit of time.
You know
I mean,
how you know how
snowball,
I
like-
made my dad's bike look old? I dumped it. I put scratches right up and
Yeah.
down that bitch. Yep, made
Yeah.
it look old.
Yeah.
So-
But now we can take it to Nate, and Nate can take care of it for us, so now I'm good.
So I really, really like, I want the guy from, I was talking about the pirate guy. What's his name?
Oh, well, who is that? Johnny
Who's the
Depp.
pirate
when
guy?
Johnny Depp plays.
right?
what's-
I envision him in his
character, yeah.
In his character, just people imagine him riding this motorcycle up, because that's what it looks like. It looks like a treasure chest that was brought up from the bottom of the ocean.
It does.
I mean, that's what it looks like from way back when. And when you look at it, all the different things. I mean, you have a tank on there that's is a few. I don't even know how to explain
You got a
it.
gas tank on there. You got. Did I see correct? Was your horn cover a shower head? What was that?
The horn was off an old, I'm talking like a 30 model vehicle.
I was this close. So that's what it looked like as I was doing it through the monitor. But
Can you tell us some things that are on it?
Yeah,
Listen.
there's parts on there from my dad's 57 Chevy Bel Air.
The left foot pedal, the left foot where you.
That and the trim down the sides on the do not enter sign.
Okay.
The stainless goes down the side.
Okay.
That and I have a little memorial plaque on there of my mom and my son. So there's my mom's jewelry's on that. And,
Is that the pictures on the back?
yeah, on the very back.
On the back, you have photos are on the back.
Yeah,
Okay.
and people have given me things at different shows, and they're on there somewhere.
everything from the brake pedal to the mirrors. I mean, right in front of the speedometer, there was a little gun aiming
Yeah.
at the speedometer.
Those are the turn signals, actually.
Is that what that is?
Yep.
So you've got that, and just on the tank itself, you got the grate and then everything that's under that grate.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know how to explain
there,
it. But
and it looks like a little keg on the back. You got a little keg back there. There's so many parts
there's
to the
lights
bike.
that light up through there. There's a skull on the back of the keg,
Yep.
and the eyes light up, and the cigarette thing lights up. I mean, without showing it, we can't.
Yeah,
we can't
but I think
explain.
one of the-
But we are gonna put it on.
Yep.
After the show, okay, we're gonna redo it. We'll put it in so everybody can see it, and you'll go, "What the hell was?"
And I'm going to tell you now, when you see it, this is one of the most surprising things in a whole. You did it in 1 year, you said. It
1
looks
year,
like
yeah.
it was a 10-year project.
Yes.
A lot of long hours, though.
I listen.
Nights.
And me, like I'm really hyper. Shawn knows. Like I'm a little hyper. I looked at this bike for 15 minutes, and for me, that's a long friggin' time.
Yeah, he was like, I come in and
I was like,
he's like,
what
Shawn,
the-
you got to see that bike out there. I
what
go, what?
the?
And it
like,
was.
no matter where you looked on the bike, it was something else, and you had to look at it because it wasn't just paint. It was something.
Yeah.
It was something that and it's really wild.
And you ride that, like, you ride that
Well,
bike. It
tell
doesn't
us
just
where you
sit
rode
there.
it. You were telling me
I've
outside.
been to, I actually live in Oklahoma, so I've ridden it to Cheyenne, Wyoming, Louisiana, Ohio, down here. It had 1,000 miles whenever I got it. It's got like 18,000 miles. So
And so the only reason he's selling it is because you're up in Oklahoma, the bike's down here, and
You ride, you have a Road King, right?
yeah, if I don't sell it, I'm making a sidecar right now for the Road King, and I'm going to make it where I can pull this bike beside it, the Road King.
So they'll sit on that. That bike will be the sidecar? Is that what you're saying?
Bike will be the sidecar.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
but this bike, when you see it, this is a bike when you bring it somewhere, everybody, like when he was outside, everybody's taking pictures of
Yeah.
the bike.
Yeah.
Everybody.
see
It's
bike,
just
yeah.
something special. So you did a heck of a job.
Thank
You
you.
put your heart into it.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom,
Son.
your son.
Yeah.
I mean, you put some stuff in there that
Oh, yeah.
means something, and there's some stuff in there that's crazy stuff that people gave you. So
Hey, IT, is that on autofocus or is it static focus? Let me see. Let me see if we can just get any of this on. You can go to another camera on them real quick. You shoot to any other camera before I screw this up. All right. Tell me if you can see this.
Okay.
So There you go. Sean's trying to show you a little bit of it. Yeah. Sean's trying to show you a little bit of it, but like, you know, it's just amazing. When you look at every single inch of that, every single inch of it has something different. And that's why when people are outside, they're all taking pictures, looking at it. I mean, for $5,000, you're into bikes, you're into some crazy stuff. That's a good one.
Let me see if I can get the front end. See, don't look at people paying expensive for this shit. See this? But that, I mean, this doesn't do it any justice.
Any justice. You have to look at every inch of the bike.
See? There it is. We're done. All right. At least I got you something out there.
Good deal.
All right, so at least you got to see it a little bit, James. I just got to tell you, it's incredible to look at. It really is. It's like its own little amusement park. You should charge people to walk around it. I'm telling you. So from here, are you heading back to Oklahoma?
Actually, I will be. I'm not sure exactly what time. I mean, you know, time-wise, my dad, he lives down here in Lake Wales, and he's has some health issues. So,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
but yeah,
Oh, I
that's where I
gotta show
live is in
this.
Oklahoma.
Ready?
Up,
I'm
this
doing
is-
it. I'm doing it.
All right.
I even took some pictures. How we do it? How we doing it? Oh, I gotta do it. I gotta show it. All right. Well, look, I even took video of it. Oh, the ground.
All right. On that note, James, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. It's a
Hey.
great bike. We can't. It
Wait,
is a blast.
it'll be on
We'll
there
get it out
tonight.
there.
It'll
Okay,
be on
we'll
there
get it out
tonight.
there.
Take
So-
a look at it you'll see what
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah, my phone didn't do it justice, obviously. Like,
Hey, and I'll tell you what, even the video that Shawn took isn't gonna do it
No,
justice.
it's not.
Because you have to look at every square inch of it.
yeah, inch, yeah, inch, millimeters.
And I mean inch,
it's,
like,
it's down
it's
to
something different.
it. So,
But, hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank
Yep, take care.
Thank you.
Thanks
yep,
for
have a
coming on
good
the
trip
show.
back. And listen, if you make that into a sidecar,
you. I'll send you a picture.
if you're not here with it, you know, if you're here, we want to see it. But send us a picture. We'd definitely
will.
like to see it.
Definitely.
All right, man. We'll appreciate it. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Okay.
And then
Thanks.
have a good ride back to
Okay,
Oklahoma.
thank you.
Thanks, James. So, John, we're gonna bring Brittany out here. We just 'cause-
Brittany's coming out to
Yeah.
talk about yoga, I think.
Yeah. So we're gonna have Brittany come out just because we need to elevate a little bit. Stretch it.
You're
All right,
killing
good. All right, Brittany, get out here. Before this thing goes so far down, we
So
can't get
we
us
did
out.
have a couple people, it's a crazy night, like people, airport, they couldn't get here, I-4 problems, rain,
Marky
but
Mark.
we're here. What's
So-
going on, Brittany?
Well,
Not much. What's going on with you guys?
obviously not a damn thing if you saw
Exactly.
that.
I
You
saw
know,
everything.
At this point, we need Dad to call in because this thing's going down the crapper. All right. So listen, guys, we've got something going on here, right? We're
Yep.
gonna create a new segment.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And Brittany's gonna be the star. Brittany's always the star with us.
Oh my gosh.
But listen, we don't have a name for it, do we?
We do not. I have
So-
not come up with anything yet.
So we have got to come up with a name for this show. So basically, why don't you give an overview of what it's going to be about?
Okay, so basically what it's about is, well, we're going to try to do a little more exposure for women's events, whether it's motorcycle rides, car shows, or just any types of events or functions, things that women are doing, just to expand our audience and our show a little bit.
What? What do you mean expand our audience?
Expand.
We're not reaching everybody?
You know, it helps to have a little female love
All
in
right.
the mix,
Well,
doesn't it?
one more person makes two.
women-
Aren't you
women-
tired of a sausage fest, guys? I
Hey,
mean,
women,
just saying.
women in the military.
Yep, women in
Yeah,
the military.
Women in the military.
Anybody that's doing cool stuff like Elisa, we work really
Yep,
close.
with the Patriot Pup. We love
Exactly.
Elisa.
Love
Patriot Pup
Elisa.
is awesome.
And
That's awesome.
you know, we were gonna have a nice lady that I met before through Elisa talk about yoga tonight. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to come, and I'm looking forward to having another guest another time. This girl does like really serious weightlifting. Like this girl can like pull a box truck, and she has MS. It's like one of the coolest things. She would
that's what we'll
probably
do.
do it.
Crazy John
better
and
be
I will
able
get
to
on the
pull
bike and
load.
she can pull.
Because Brittany wants to learn how to ride a bike.
That's what I was gonna say. We're gonna maybe get you a like. So here's what you can email us. We want ideas for the name for Brit. Those are John and my segments. But come up with a nice, good ticket with $1 gift card if we use your name for Brit.
So don't send that one in yet, okay? We already tried that.
That one's already.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it for a second.
But hey, like you know, the girls, the breast cancer girls that do the rowing.
Yep.
Like,
Yes,
you know, because
absolutely.
we didn't get that challenge. I don't know whatever happened with that thing. You know,
Yeah. And,
we're gonna row
she-
across the lake here.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
No.
They
It's
have
the
a
dragon boat.
They have
It's
a
the
dragon
boats,
boat and
and
everything.
I can't believe I
it's
just.
pretty.
I can't
yeah,
believe
I'm
you
not
just
gonna
did
brain
that.
freeze,
And,
but
yeah.
like, don't forget us. We still want to.
No, they want to do it. They're just waiting. I think they're giving us time that we can figure it out.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but they're gonna crush us.
But yeah, so guys,
It's all right.
I'm looking
It's
for
all right.
you know,
I'll ram
people-
their boat. I'll
Okay.
sink them. Hey, I'm not losing. I always win.
He's gonna hook a motor to the boat. That's what's
Actually,
happening.
I was just gonna have
I'll be out there with one arm doing this.
Yeah, trolling motor. We have a trolling motor.
So real quick, guys, I'm just saying, like, we would love for you to submit ideas for the show name. Also, any ideas for adventures
yeah.
for the segment, or people or things that are going on that you think would be of interest to other viewers that I would be doing. Because, like I said, I'd love to do adventures. I want to go try new things and talk to cool people.
We're
awesome.
about motorcycles, cars, and adventure. So that's the kind of realm that we'd like to keep it in. And so if you're out there and you do something, or again, on the other side of that is if there's a charity you're involved with.
Absolutely.
She would love to have you on to talk about the charity and see how we can all help with that.
Absolutely.
So any of those things, get with us because Brittany really needs a name.
And remember, if you're local in the area and you're having any kind of charity, we want to help.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anything.
We do.
Anything that helps kids, veterans, anybody that needs help, we're here to.
It's a good thing we don't have any clips today. Hand right here to Brittany.
Pinewood Derby.
Pinewood Derby. Say thank you to Ace for Bike's Modern Muscle Car Show on Friday, July 12th.
That's tomorrow.
Okay.
So get here.
Get her to come out and check that out.
July 21st.
Listen.
I don't know if anybody's here.
They are.
awesome.
We drove through a hurricane to get
Oh,
here.
we're here. What they're considered from, and all the music.
Hey, if you have it up there. Okay, so Sunday brunch buffet, and it is a phenomenal buffet. It's great.
I'm gonna try my ass off.
First segment, interview.
Cover Gap's great.
And to Orlando Harley Davidson, 911 biker.
All right, so shout outs.
He's doing good. Show page. Pumped up for that.
That's his regular Sunday outfit, so I don't know
Shit.
who he was fooling. Oh, he changed his socks and his up.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
again,
On
be
July
awesome.
19th.
yep, to that place filled up. It's the last home game. Let's get right. Get out of there. So, saying hey to Devin. Hey,
For winning the golf tournament.
63. Isn't that what he said? He had a 63.
So Mike gets all the bikes.
Yeah.
There's 3 of us already.
One son gonna be riding, right?
There's 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw some.
So
Yep.
you figure it out. I'm sure Nate will. There you go. See, I heard him. He said, "I was giving you credit there." All right, everybody. So
That's all I say.
if nothing else,
And I said we give another $100
If
they
you hit
even.
it
so there you go. You could end up with $125.
in something.
Yeah.
All right, come to the game.
Get festive
I
with
listen.
yourself.
Hey, Scott, look at the beer.
There we go. All right, everybody. Well, listen. We will get that different, James.
Hey.
All right. I know what he's talking about. I never heard.
Right.
We'll see
See you
in 2
guys.
weeks.
Next